What is going on, Pats Nation? You guys already know who it is. Patriots Global here, back with another video, and in this one, the New England Patriots are finally making a couple more splash moves here in free agency, or I guess I should say dipping their toes in free agency, because I wouldn't really call these splash moves, but the New England Patriots are going back to the offensive line here, signing offensive tackle or veteran offensive tackle Riley Reiff. Now, the current terms of the deal are not yet known. Riley Reiff is a 11-year veteran in the league, so I could see this being a one-year deal for the Patriots' terms of here. Exactly what is he going to make? I would probably say somewhere between $3 to $5 million is what he's going to make on that contract. New England already signed Calvin Anderson to a 2-year deal, so I really doubt that the Patriots are going to sign Riley Reiff to a multi-year deal also. But this is a move that I actually don't mind at all. The New England Patriots are continuing to add to this offensive line. Like I said in my Calvin Anderson video, I really think that after last year's issues from top to bottom with the Patriots offensive line, obviously also being part of why the Patriots offense was just hindered from week 1 to week 18, I think that the offensive line and addressing the offensive line is going to be one of the biggest priorities for Bill Belichick this offseason. I think he's going to take it as one of the biggest priorities this offseason, because any year the Patriots offensive line struggles, Belichick immediately tries to address it, making it one of his top priorities each and every single time. Obviously, the Patriots haven't really done much this offseason, especially haven't really added exterior free agents. They really just signed their own guys, but so far, any player that is an exterior free agent has been an offensive lineman, more specifically an offensive tackle. And Dakota Randall actually tweeted something out saying he talked to somebody from the Bears front office who Riley Reiff did play for at one time. And this is what they had to say about the signing to the Patriots. They said, and I quote, "He's a great leader and really good for the locker room. Tough as nails, throwback type of offensive tackle who is going to give you everything he's got day after day," and even went as far as to say that he's a true pro. Looking at the Patriots offensive line, and especially the offensive tackle position, they definitely need some veterans in there. Now, obviously, you have Trent Brown, who's going to be a starter for you next year after some speculated whether he would or not. And he's obviously going to be a starter for this team next year. But you look at some of this other depth that the Patriots have. They have Calvin Anderson, who's 26, who they just signed, who obviously you consider him a veteran, but still he's in that younger to mid-year of his career. They brought back Yanni Kajust, who is obviously still very young also. They have Andrew Stuber, who they drafted last year, who was injured all of his rookie season. He's going to be a guy that is going to try to fight for a roster spot this year also. And then you have any guys that they take in as UDFAs or as draft picks. So that offensive lineman room is pretty young, bringing in a veteran who is 34 years old, 11 years of experience in the NFL in several different systems. You can never go wrong with that. Now, like I originally said, Reiff has played in several different systems around the league. Now, he originally entered the league as a first-round pick by the Detroit Lions in 2012. He primarily did play there as a left tackle, as you can see with this and the Calvin Anderson signing. It's kind of a trend here with guys who have played that left tackle position, but he started 70 games for the Detroit Lions over a 5-year span before he left to go to the Minnesota Vikings in 2017. Now, with the Vikings, he signed a 5-year, $58 million contract in order to move to Minnesota, and again, started at a pretty high caliber left tackle for 4 seasons. After his tenure with the Vikings, he ended up later joining the Cincinnati Bengals and then the Chicago Bears. Now, if I had to pick between this and the Anderson signing, I would definitely pick the Riley Reiff one. I mean, a veteran with 168 regular season and playoff games in the NFL. How do you go wrong with that? You cannot hate this signing by any means. The Calvin Anderson signing, he had some experience starting in the regular season, but it's totally different having a poised veteran who started throughout his 11-year career, but also has postseason experience. This is another versatile offensive lineman that the Patriots are bringing in, which again is really the name of the game for them so far with what they're doing. They're bringing in offensive linemen that can not just play one specific position, but can play multiple positions. Calvin Anderson, while mainly a left tackle, can play both left and right tackle. Riley Reiff here, mainly a left tackle, but can play left and right tackle. Most recently with the Chicago Bears, he was actually their right tackle down the stretch for the 2022 season. Didn't ultimately post a great season last year in terms of grades, a 64.3 overall grade, a 67 overall pass blocking grade, and a 59.1 overall run blocking grade. Another kind of trend we're seeing here with the Patriots is that not only are they bringing in versatile offensive linemen, but they are bringing in these offensive tackles that are better at pass protection than they are at run blocking. Which, all honesty, is something that I love Bill Belichick is actually finally putting some thought into, because although the run game is very important, it's something that they really rely on heavily, especially with Ramondre Stevenson. The NFL is a pass-first league, and the Patriots need to start stepping up to the plate in that aspect. Mac Jones, when he had a clean pocket, had over 100 overall passer rating, versus when he had a non-clean pocket or was under pressure, it dropped to about 40. Now, last year, while playing 542 offensive snaps, again, mainly for the Chicago Bears, he committed a total of 4 penalties. He allowed 3 sacks, 2 quarterback hits, and 18 total pressures. Nothing great, nothing eye-popping, but not terrible statistics for a starting veteran offensive tackle. He's another guy, too, that I like the build of. The Patriots are bringing in a guy here with pretty decent build. He's definitely has a better build and size than a Calvin Anderson does. 6'6", 313 pounds. If he is to start for the Patriots over on the right side, the Patriots will have 2 mountains between Riley Reiff and Trent Brown. The New England Patriots are playing absolutely no games with the offensive line. This is something, like I said, they were going to heavily address this offseason. Whether it was in free agency or draft, what exactly was their plan, I didn't know, but I knew that they were going to heavily address the offensive line, especially the tackle position, after the absolute train wreck that occurred last season. Now, guys, I know this isn't a wide receiver. I know this isn't a tight end or a running back, but at the end of the day, it starts with the offensive line. It's like the engine to your car. Always say that. If the engine to your car is messed up, your car is just not drivable. It's messed up, period. If your offensive line's messed up, it's going to be hard for the Patriots to run the type of offense they want to do, run the type of plays that they want to run. The passing game won't be nearly as successful, and neither will the run game. It starts with the O-line, and although we don't know who our starters are, other than Trent Brown, at least at the tackle position, I like that the Patriots are bringing in a lot of depth. Whether it is young guys or whether it is veterans, we have guys that will be serviceable starters, serviceable backups, and the Patriots will have a good swing tackle, which, again, is very underrated. What are your guys' thoughts on this move, though? Let me know in the comment section below. Remember to also leave a big like on this video and subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. Like always, though, I appreciate you guys for watching, and go Pats.